Wow.
I'm making the coffee.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow. That was a seamless entry. We landed. It's black. We didn't land. We didn't land very well then, but that was a nice little softcore porn intro. When did CreatorCast become a softcore porn channel? Only the chat can tell us that. Hello to Scotty Ventures, Tim, Mark Ensby, who we've also got in the stream. Hey, We're Talking podcast, who's also in the stream, Scotty D. Robert Muller's there as well.
Simply Beth.
Simply Beth. I didn't quite see that far down.
Every
And
time
Walker,
you guys say Simply Beth, the only thing I can think is Simply the best.
and
Hey, Poop Ray.
Hip hoop hooray.
Hip Hip Hooray's in the chat.
Tim's here. Oh, you said that already.
Yeah, he said
So you didn't like that music, by the way? Come on.
it was a little weird.
A little strange.
Oh, it's that MU free music. I didn't,
I mean, Mark, what do you think about it?
It kind of sounded like I was at a.
matter what you think.
sorry, I got stuck up.
Started so clean and so smooth, haven't we?
But
The music kind of sounded like I was at a computer convention.
better than our normal intros that we have. That's what I want to know.
Should we say hello to everybody? Like to you guys? Like hello, Danny. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Mark.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey,
Oh hi. Oh hi.
I love the day stream.
Oh hi, Mark.
This is our America stream for the Americas,
for the Americas.
North and South.
North and South.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, see, your wife agrees with me. It's very softcore porn. Did you guys pick that together? What are you drinking there, Danny?
is it backwards? It's
Oh,
flipped.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
I haven't
Dr.
seen a
Pepper.
can of Dr. Pepper for 10 years.
10
I
years?
didn't even know they still made it.
They still make it.
Emma got it for me. It was a very softcore. You know what made it so softcore porn? Is
What?
watching the three of you at the bottom, just like like you guys were watching softcore porn on TV.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think the stream could see us bopping away at the bottom there at that
No,
point.
I thought we were all hidden.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. I think maybe they could see us. Maybe
That's
they
what
can't. I don't know.
There was I was trying to press a couple buttons. I tried to turn your cameras off, and then Ben, you just flipped yours back on. So I was like, all right, never mind. And then so I put it back on, and then you guys were dancing, and I was like, dude, that's how.
Like
Hey,
I didn't
um,
do like a full kit change.
Can I ask the chat while we're here? I've got 3 more minutes of this trial run software. I should be in sync, not the boy band, but let's have a look at this.
Nope.
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 Don't do
You
it.
ran out of time.
You've gone back to bad.
Noise
No,
is being added. Wow, okay.
It was barely off, and then now it's a little more off than it was.
Okay.
So is
And
Scott.
it sounds like Robert Mueller says that Robert Mueller, excuse me, said he could see all of us.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he could see us dancing. So we were,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Who knows?
Happy
I think
Canadian.
we're all off. I think we're all off.
Happy
The Happy
Canadian's
Canadian.
live at the moment, and he's having
Yeah.
a hard time. Take his hard.
Yes.
What? Who has a hard time with tech? Tech is so easy.
Not me.
I don't know.
I had a problem with tech.
Not like we were just working on something for about an hour and then decided to just call it.
And I just jumped in like at the last minute, and you guys.
But whatever.
Well, that worked.
I think Danny, your little streamer thing, your little what is it? The little brick you have.
Yeah. Should I give myself cancer again? Hold on.
No.
Look, it got better straight away. Bennon's even in sync.
Yeah.
Damn my heart when I'm with you.
Bye bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go into the fun stuff. I was watching your stream last night, guys. Sorry I didn't pop in. I was watching a movie called Bohemian Rhapsody with my wife.
How was it?
It was good. I decided to have a date night, and then I thought maybe I'd be able to make it in time, but I didn't. Great movie.
Porn music.
It was kind of a sad movie because the guy dies at the end, so it's like spoiler. Freddie Mercury gets AIDS and dies.
And he's no more.
Full blown AIDS, and then he dies.
Thanks for spoiling it.
Huh? He was in that band, wasn't he? Queen or something?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, sorry, I might have spoiled that as well for those that didn't know.
Was it Queen or was it Queen of the Stone Age?
No, just Queen. Just Queen.
Just Queen.
They were
Yeah.
they were the champions of the world, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that.
They did Thunderstruck as well, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Living on a prayer.
Satisfaction.
Living on prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great,
Mbop.
one of the greatest Aussie rock bands they were.
This is probably killing Simply Beth because she knows all that music stuff.
Smoking in the bedroom, they did too. I think.
How is it looking in the chat? And if you're in the chat and you're watching, what's going on here? Is it bouncing all over the place?
Robert Mueller's like, he was in Queen, you idiot. Yeah, we know. We're just being.
He was in
Queen.
He was
Queen.
He
That's
was
a good
one of the
name
main
for it.
actors of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, wasn't he?
No,
Who?
that's for an Australian audience only.
Oh, is that? Surely that went overseas. Scotty,
think
yeah.
it did.
Own a coffee.
Do you know who Slim Dusty is yet, Scotty?
No. No.
That's a
Was I supposed to look that up as homework?
yeah for our tomorrow stream. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Stream tomorrow. That's right.
ACDC do Thunderstruck, guys? Yes. ACDC did do Thunderstruck. Robert, we're being facetious. We're being
Yeah, we're being silly.
we're being silly.
Danny Black and Black. Okay, so anyways, there's because I wasn't on the chat last night, but I did watch it, and there's so much to unpack there. By the way, because you guys jumped into so many different topics, and this will only be a 30-minute live stream tonight or today.
Oh,
That's just what you say at the beginning. That's what you say
really?
at the beginning, and then
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Here he
Creaky.
goes again.
make it happen.
Hey, Creaky must be over in the Northern Americas to be watching this stream because this is for our Northern American audience.
If you and that cat sound.
You like that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Hey,
it makes
something's off, Scotty D. Your on-air sign is not on air.
We're not live, are we? We're not really live, are we?
Yeah,
What?
You don't have your on-air flashing sign
Oh,
behind
it's
you.
not flashing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So, okay, Google, turn on the on-air flashing sign.
I can't. It's not plugged in at the moment.
Everyone's
actually bought
Google
that
devices went off.
in Australia, and let me just say this: it looks nice, but it's not worth what I paid for it. Let me just tell you that straight away.
With the on-air sign?
Yeah, yeah.
Go on. How much did you pay?
I can't. Oh, if I tell you, it will just be so sad to hear.
See,
It's
this-
totally plastic.
This exit sign,
Yeah.
$6.
Okay. Yeah. So you got a really good deal. But I don't understand what exit has to do with being on the air.
Has nothing to do with being on the air. I just saw it on Gumtree and I thought, that's wicked. I want that.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, nothing against it, but it doesn't say on air. But you only
It is yours at the moment.
You probably could have got one of those from Jay Boston or Scotty Muir from their bandos. I'm sure they come across those things all the
that's
time.
true. That would be cool.
Yeah, they would have nicked theirs though. Mine's bought legitimately from a bloke that used to steal stuff from abandoned buildings.
Hey, Creaky, my daytime set is to mimic my nighttime set, just so that there's consistency across the board here.
Hey, Gina Walters as well. Hey, Gina.
Yeah.
Gina pops in for hello, and then she splits, I think, because she's got a real life
Stuff going on. She's a busy lady. She's got all sorts of irons in the fire. She's a fantastic vlogger. If you haven't checked out Gina Walters' channel, make sure you check her out.
Yeah,
that was my little
check out Gina Walters. She's here for 5.
She's here for 5. So we got to get in 5 good minutes of really good conversation just to entertain Gina.
Okay. By the way, you were asking me about on the chat. You were asking about the GoPro live thing that I did on my Here's Danny Black channel. About the quality.
I've got a problem with this. Finish what you're going to say, and then I'm yelling at you. Go ahead.
No, because I really want to know what you have to say.
Dude, if you keep doing this crap where you pretend you're going to do something at the end and then you don't, I'm going to lose my mind.
The whole thing happened. It's just with the GoPro. It did. Emma has got a picture of me jumping in the pool to get it. Because there's like a 15-second delay, right? So when it hit the bottom, it turned itself. It went off the stream at 50 away. So I actually dropped it down there. Why wouldn't I drop it down there? It's a GoPro.
Because I think you're doing the same thing you did with that Candy Crush crap.
No, I really did delete Candy Crush, though.
You did it. You lied so many times. I just gave up.
I didn't.
No, it was tech issues.
It was not tech issues.
I did not lie. Anyways, the pool thing is legit.
Benon goes, oh, we're out of time. And like makes a joke out of it. You just go, oh, I'm going to throw this in the water. I'm going, here we go. And I was watching the clock go down, and I was like, you have 2 seconds left. Throw it in the water.
To me, in retrospect, I should have probably just went little bit by bit and see how much it would work. I thought it would probably work all the way at the bottom of the pool, and it didn't. As soon as it went down there, it cut the stream. So whenever I let go, that's the 15-second mark before it cut. So
your wife sent me a picture to prove that you threw it in the pool. Here we go. I need to see this.
It's interesting because the GoPro,
share it too if you want.
The Wi-Fi signal would have cut out anyway, even if the thing didn't stop. You saying it stopped when it hit the bottom of the pool? It hit the stop button?
I don't know if no. I don't know what it did. I think it just when I threw the first time it cut off, it's because I threw it too far from the phone and it disconnected. But it looked like it was right before I threw it because it took that much time to cut off.
The
so
latency.
If you kill a stream, sometimes you could stop the stream and then it'll stop 15 seconds before because you killed it from when everybody's watching it, not from when you stop it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Here's the thing, though. She did send me pictures. You're in the pool with the GoPro, but that doesn't prove anything.
That just proves that you were in a pool with a GoPro at some stage.
Afterwards, I was like, maybe I'll go live again. And I was like, you know what? I did it. It's done. I don't need to do it in a third part, like a part 3 live.
Okay.
Anyways, it was just testing it out.
So Creaky's just said the water stops the stream only about 1 foot of depth.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah,
Why would the water actually interfere with the frequency and the signal?
The Wi-Fi can't penetrate the viscosity of H2O as it can penetrate the viscosity of oxygen.
So a live stream underwater is just not going to work.
Yeah, and that's why I've been doing a lot of research with underwater drones. And at the moment on the market, there are none that are untethered. They've all got a wire that runs to them, and that's why.
Yes. So there you go, Scotty. I didn't try to be the Danny Black clickbait guy. I literally did it. It just I didn't know until afterwards that it was cut off because I wasn't watching the stream.
Change the sound.
So I hit the ground or when it was in the water, and then later on it's like, oh crap, it cut out right before I even let it go.
You should have seen me in the living room watching that thing.
I can imagine.
My wife was like, "What is wrong?" And I'm like, "It's Danny Black." Oh crap!
What? What? Ben does it on every one of his vlogs. That's we're out of time.
There's a crocodile about to eat a small child. Let's go. Oh, that's and then he goes, we're out of time. But he makes up some like outrageous thing, and then does
Candy Crush.
you just go, hey, tune in tonight. Candy Crush is going bye. Hey, tune in tonight. Candy Crush is going. Hey, I'm gonna throw this in the water. I promise.
I never once told anybody to tune in at a certain time to watch me delete Candy Crush, except for the time that I did delete Candy Crush. You guys were just checking the times, and the servers kept changing it, and time zones.
I do not own dogs. No cats in this house. Dogs only.
Dogs only.
I like dogs, not cats. But yes, I did not kick the dog either.
Drones if you're underwater, by the way. She said underwater drones. It's not really a drone, but yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. It's like an aqua drone, if you like. I was talking with a company that make the Triton, and they were going to send me one to make a review. And then they sent an email saying everything's fallen apart, and we're no longer producing our underwater drone. So they didn't have a good time with it.
Gina's saying I have an eye for clickbait because I read her thing wrong. It's the way she capitalized stuff. It made it sound like all her hair off, and I was like, "Dang it, this is clickbait."
I thought she said got all of her hair off too. It's great. Yeah. So, anyways, that was that. The stream was good. The GoPro, like, I'm gonna use that again. And the Streamer, I'm gonna do one where I am going live from Facebook with the GoPro, and then live from the drone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Streamer's a thing. You're going to be hosting one of those episodes, I thought.
Yeah, you shouldn't laugh too much. You're going to be on it.
You're running the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Whoops.
We think of something that we're going to do and then not do on the Streamer. Some wild thing that we're going to do.
Yeah. Yep. And also, just back on that Candy Crush, I know, Danny, I did post this in CreatorCast and you said it'll be there for a week or so, but I'm still seeing you on the leaderboard. So I don't know about that.
It's gone. I didn't even bring my iPad with me up here to the Sunshine Coast. There's no need to. It's just for Larry's now. That's it.
So there's no need to have an iPod because you haven't got Candy Crush anymore.
Seriously, that's serious. That's so true. That's all I used it for. Yeah, but
have you spent money to get extra lives on Candy Crush?
No, never. Because
he said that on his stream. He's barely spent $2. I'm like, I hated the game. I'd never even played it, and I spent $20.
No, you said you did spend, Danny.
Yeah, I said he said
like
for extra lives. I said I bought the Crusher thing because
to keep it going.
Just like I was like I just need this last thing. Come on, yeah. So
well, I'm authentic. I've never spent money on it, but I'm only at level 2,230 or whatever it is.
You just wait.
Really?
I feel great though not having it. Although I did download a different game that's pretty addicting, and I'm kind of mad at myself for it.
It's not Candy Crush Soda, is it?
It's called Bricks and Balls.
Bricks and Balls?
So you just swapped your...
See you, Gina. Have
See
a
you,
great
Gina.
day.
Thanks,
5 minutes are up. That's she's out of time. Yeah, sorry. But going back to the GoPro thing. No, sorry, we were off that. Let's go back to the Streamer thing. The Streamer is mainly I want to test something where I go live on Facebook and then try to bring as many people over to my live stream channel so like they can see a little bit of live every day on Facebook, and then I will send them over to my other channel to finish watching what they're watching or whatever.
Wow.
So
good luck with that.
Yeah, well, it could be good. It could be a good thing. Yeah.
Facebook is
the
built
hardest thing
for sharing, though.
It's great for sharing.
But there is
it's just
major divide between Facebook and YouTube. Facebook people don't want to go to YouTube for some reason, and YouTube people are like, "Oh, Facebook, no, not going there."
Yeah, but imagine if I was playing a gig and I started the first 10 minutes on Facebook, and I was like, "Come over, like, get all your requests, and okay, I'll play them over on YouTube. Here's a link. They can click it."
Yeah, but they'd all right. How do I download YouTube? I don't. What is YouTube?
Thanks for killing the dream. Just let me test this out, okay? Just relax. Oh, hi, Mark.
I feel like you're up against a hard thing there, but I appreciate you're going to try it, but I just don't feel like anyone's going to buy it.
Well, ask Creaky in the chat. You get.
Yeah. Ask Creaky. Creaky should have first-hand knowledge of this.
Yeah, but he wasn't sending people to YouTube, so he wasn't.
True, yeah.
But his stream about all the data that he got on Facebook was actually quite That's quite interesting.
I have a good following on Facebook and good engagement. It's just a lot of when I post a YouTube link, nothing happens. But if I post like a random post or something about ships or whatever, I'll get so many people.
Yeah, but it's something I read, or it might have been in one of Creaky's streams, to say that Facebook don't like you putting third-party links in their system.
I get that. That's why if I go live and I'm talking live on Facebook,
you send them.
Say that, go over to this. That's the way to do it. All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Facebook like it when you put up a picture, an image, not a link. So if you can make everything an image and put the link as the image description, you'll get more traction from it.
Okay.
No, that's not true.
I think you have to put it in the comments.
No, yeah, even that's the best, because they know all this stuff. They're not stupid. They know that there's tricks to it. If you put a picture with any words on it, they're gonna see that, and they're gonna they can analyze the words that are in that picture, and they can drop it down lower. They can see if you're trying to send people if it's promotion, because they want you to pay more money for it. And if you put a link in the comments as yourself, they will see that as well. They know that. But if you were able to get on and have someone else put a link there, that'll work a little bit better.
So Creaky's just basically said, I wasn't sending people to YouTube, but I attracted a 20% increase in YouTube subs from his Facebook. Yeah.
But what's that in numbers, Creaky? How many new subs is that in numbers?
Well, he was at 120 before he started. So
you're not so
an extra 20 odd.
Well, no, 24.
You're 20. I said 20 odd.
So for that's 30 days of live streaming. Was that 30 days he did on Facebook? 30 days. So you got 25 subs from 30 days of live. That's almost one a day. That's not too bad. Like in terms of,
and that's cross-platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. So can we go to the next topic here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. By the way, if you're watching this and you enjoy it, tweet it out, because I'm going to ask Ben on a serious question here about bus life. And
wait a sec before you get onto that. Anyone else that's watching that doesn't know where those other voices are coming from, Scotty D's triggering those. It's not like Scotty an extra set of people that are here.
I've got someone sitting over there saying it.
Okay.
Host of Hey We're Talking. And
did you have Dave Grohl in your place there too?
Yeah.
Scotty?
Yeah.
I've been watching your Hey We're Talking, by the way, your podcast, and Mark was on it. Mark's on it tomorrow. But even with the other guys, it's funny to watch because I feel like the dynamic has changed a little bit since you guys had that break.
Yeah,
and,
talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I was gonna say. No.
Do you think it's because, do you feel like no, we can talk about this, because I think we thought it was a little different. There was a little bit of a different dynamic. But I think that's just because maybe we weren't doing it as regularly as we were, and I don't know.
Yeah. It's because you stopped wearing a hat.
Yeah.
I don't wear a hat that often.
That's the whole dynamic. No, I think that what it is that it's easy to like not take things so seriously when you don't think that you have a lot of people watching. And so I feel like it's almost like nobody really feels like there's a big snake.
Are you serious? Show us.
I can't move. Yeah, he's gonna get me.
What kind of snake is it?
I don't know. He's brown.
Seriously? On the lawn you got a brown snake?
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh no, it's a lizard.
It's a lizard.
Gosh,
oh wait, it's a stick. It's a stick.
Oh wait, we're out of time. Let me throw
It doesn't matter what you think.
Anyways,
I got a serious question for Scotty.
Wait a minute. We have to listen to Danny continue to say how we don't have any people that watch our show. Go ahead.
I didn't say that. I said it feels like it feels like they're talking like they don't think that anybody's watching the show. I don't know. The last one was better, even though I know that it was, just like minutes after your first one. Sorry, Mark, you go on. Save me, please.
Okay, save you, please.
Eat shit, Derek.
I got tech issues. So I'm kind of breaking up a little bit here. So serious question. Hey, we're talking.
Yeah.
Do the other boys like the sound bites? Because I see eye rolling a little bit.
That's what I think it is. I think that they hate the sound bites.
We're going there.
No, let's do it. So we recorded some shows the other night, and I went a little haywire at the very beginning. I was just like,
Who wants coffee? Coffee? Anybody?
and then somebody would say something, and I'd be like,
I'm making the coffee.
and I was just going wild with the sound bites, and every time I do them. So if anybody's watched the show, I do most of the talking. Let's be real, and then Bob and Derek. He's slower, not like slow mentally, but he's not as like, he doesn't like talk really fast and stuff like that. So anytime I play a sound bite, he like stops him dead in his tracks and he's like, oh, okay. And he kind of gets flustered. So yeah, it's a work in progress where I'm trying to learn to not do it every second. And I'm also, go ahead, Denny. What?
I think with your sound effects, like the talking sound effects are a little bit more difficult than if you had like a or something, those kind of sound effects like it might go or like, something that might go better than a talking, because it sounds like somebody said that and you're like, wait, what? What'd you say? Did you?
Right. Oh, geez. Sorry about that. That was an accident.
That's your show. What are you doing?
That's a good one. I like that one.
You are plugging so hard.
I am not. Just because you're going to be on the show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. What time does that drop?
It'll be like 5 a.m. my time. So what is that? Another 13 hours onto you guys?
I think our episode...
You'll see it tonight. It'll be on tonight where you are, I think.
No, because it's your tomorrow, which is my Saturday.
What? Tomorrow's Thursday.
No, it's Thursday,
Saturday. Yeah, so you'll see it Friday, not Saturday.
It's your Thursday.
It's not 2 days later. No, it's Wednesday here.
No,
oh my gosh.
It's midweek chat.
Yeah, what the heck?
Okay.
Thank you. That's a good one. I feel like that one.
That one works. It does. But when I do one where it's like just cuts everybody off.
It doesn't matter what you think.
That one. Yeah.
Please get a.
Creaky's got a point there. He said Facebook punish you for sending people away from Facebook and punish you for posts with 20% more text. What's with that?
What?
20% more than what?
That's interesting.
20% more text than an image?
Feed your internet instant coffee, Mark. It will boost it up.
Freshly washed t-shirt.
I'm putting a bottle of Makona up here for my live streams from now on.
Tim, this t-shirt is because we are now doing the America's stream. That's why it's got to be the same. It's got to be consistent.
Who's this chick that's on the t-shirt?
Oh, this is just a band from Adelaide.
Okay. I can't see the bottom of it. Stand up so we can see your crotch.
Hold on.
Say something.
Has he got pants on?
I got pants on.
Okay.
So the EP was called It Ain't Right, and the band was called Lila.
I realized I'm never, ever, ever going to see Ben wear the Hey We're Talking t-shirt I sent him. It's never going to happen.
You planning on dying in the next 5 years?
No, but
then you'll probably see
it was way at the bottom of the t-shirt pile.
It's coming.
Okay.
Your shirt came through, Danny. You saw that.
Twice.
It'll be like I'm trying to think. It'll be about the time that you're at 45 minutes on your live stream.
And you'll notice that I don't wear t-shirts on my live stream. I wear collars to be different.
Wow.
Yeah, try to dress it up a little bit for the live stream. Make it a little bit more impactful.
All right, so going on to your live stream then. I know you're talking about bus life and said it's so hard to say that because it's in Z for us Americans. So bus life, New Zealand. So they this morning apparently, right? The chick had it out with you.
Well, I wouldn't use the words "had it out with me," but there's been definitely some either they're not reading what I'm saying or they just don't want to hear it. But I've basically said that, and this is what I'm going to detail tomorrow or Saturday on my live stream, but it's not that they've left YouTube. It's that they've now, and what I'm seeing clearer is that they've shifted to Patreon. And so why is YouTube creating a space where the creators that were flourishing and that were getting something why do they feel that they have to leave to go somewhere else? That's the crux of the matter. So Bus Life NZ had something, they built it from nothing, and now they feel like that for their own safety and for their own security and for monetary reasons, they've got to shift to Patreon. Now, what's YouTube doing wrong that's causing that to happen?
So they're just going to be on Patreon.
That's what I understand. I haven't got a confirmation on that yet, but that's what I understand.
I read something that said that their Patreon will be shut down within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Where did you read this?
It might have been on a comment from one of their videos or something. It actually said the Patreon is only continuing for a few more weeks and then it will be stopped. I'll have to try and find it for you.
That's the interesting thing because, and I don't know
Hey,
why.
Nick, just want to say hi.
I'm not sure why Amber and Andy, like it's almost like they've come and said, we need to call me out, call Gives a Minute out for saying anything about them leaving YouTube, no matter what it is. But I'm not actually saying that. I'm not saying that they can't leave the platform. I'm trying to find out what it was that made them feel like they've got to shift, because what you just said, Mark, was that's news to me. I didn't know about 2 months or whatever, 2 weeks. On their Patreon, it clearly says we used to make content for YouTube. Now we're making it only on Patreon. And from the comments that I've got in my videos, it looks like they've been given a lot of trolling, and they've had people come to their houses, which I'm not suggesting that's fine. That's terrible, and that's rubbish. Like I've been through it, oddly enough, with a New Zealander. But yeah, I mean, unless they say something, we can only speculate, and that's what I'm doing. I'm speculating on why this has happened, and they're not going to come on and tell us. In fact, they're definitely not going to come on now after some of the comments I've seen, but the people that are coming to their rescue and defending them are their Patreons, and the ones that are upset are the YouTube subscribers.
So basically, just to break it down, because I don't know the whole story. So they're basically, you're saying leaving YouTube and they're going to Patreon and putting their videos up there for people that pay for the videos, correct?
That's correct. And further to that, they've increased their minimum tier level from $2 to $5.
Okay.
So now you have to pay $5 a month to watch what you used to be able to watch on YouTube. And YouTube was where they began with nothing, and they only branched out to Patreon later on.
Okay.
So the question's not so much directed at Bus Life NZ, but it's more directed at YouTube as a whole. And we have creators here, we have viewers, we have content consumers. What is it about YouTube that's forcing people to leave? That's what I want to know.
Well, one of the things that I can tell you straight away is, like, if you don't have a certain number of subs, you don't get anything no matter what. Like, even if you had like people that were viewers who were very faithful to you, what you did, what did they, you have to have how many people now to even get any kind of money in the first place?
For monetization on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, it's 1,000
but
subs
they passed that a long time ago. So they were earning coin
It's
off
been
YouTube.
within the last year, though. That's been within the last year that they did that. I know it's been a long time ago, but it's only been within the last year, the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but I meant Bus Life NZ passed that threshold a long time ago. So they were already monetized. That didn't affect them. But in the chat, Creaky,
they were growing very well anyways. Like they like
Oh, Danny.
You sounded like a robot for
Nobody knows what you asked. Say that again.
Sorry, I said that they weren't growing that well because they should have been in the hundreds of thousands for what they were doing, and they hit this wall. Like they just weren't really growing very fast anymore.
Yeah, but I unsubbed because I felt like about 2 months ago, they just lost interest. Like he wasn't putting in the effort as much. He wasn't going into depth in much of the story of what they were doing. They seemed like they were really hopping and running like really quickly from spot to spot, where normally they'd just sort of sit and they'd spend like days and their videos would be about the journey and then spending 2 or 3 days at a specific spot. And it got towards the end where they were here. Oh no, it's raining too much. Now we're going to pop over here and now we're going to pop over here. And like the video was more just about driving.
Something that would have been even way more fun to watch.
Yeah. Like I think one of the last ones I watched was when he backed it up over the rock and got it stuck.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah. But then the next one, I'm just like, you just got a sense
I
that they
get
just
it,
got
though. If it's about the kids and people are coming up and you feel pretty defenseless in an RV, you can't really just like hide behind I mean, you can hide in there, but you got to come out eventually.
I think it raises a bunch of questions. Like, is there? I mean, YouTube, Google are people, so they work in an office in a building, in a variety of offices in a variety of buildings. So, is there a YouTube base in New Zealand where Bus Life NZ could have someone that they could sit with and explain how to deal with, you know, stalkers, if you like, trolls, people coming to your house, how they can attack that as two businesses working together, because that's what it is. It's a business agreement. You're creating content. YouTube or Google is earning money from you doing that. You're earning money from YouTube allowing you to do that together. So everything needs to work together. But I feel like it hasn't been, and it's not a dig at Bus Life NZ. It's a dig at the whole thing, the whole system, the whole way it's set up. But it does raise another question that Creaky mentioned in the chat. He said, can you post content to Patreon? Which no, you can't. I think what he means is, can you post video content? No, you can't. You can only link from an outside source, i.e. YouTube or Vimeo or any other hosting service. So what I'm saying is that to have Patreon, you have to have had the YouTube to start with or something else. Bus Life NZ chose YouTube. Thankfully, we got to enjoy them. But now what they're saying is we had that. Something happened here. We don't like what's happened. We're going to go to here. And basically, we don't care what you guys think. We've made our decision, and we're not going to back down on it. So unless you want to come over here and help and pay for it, we're not going to engage with you guys at all. Mm-hmm. But then they also said, come over every now and then to YouTube. We'll put up a video every now and then. It's too many conflicting things. Yeah. Too many conflicting things.
One of the other things that I thought was interesting was if everyone's sort of talking about the fact that it's a security, it's something to do with privacy and safety, but they are pretty openly saying that they're about to, I don't want to spoil anything that you want to do on Saturday, Bannon, but they're coming to Australia to be involved in an unmovable business.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, why would you be letting people know very, very specifically where you're going to be if it was a privacy and security issue?
Yeah, fair question, fair question. I mean, Australia is a larger country, so they might feel a little bit, less standing out, if you like. Like in NZ, it's a very small country, both North and South Island. I've lived over there, and I know that if you make a name for yourself and you get known, whether it's good or bad, it's going to come back around and it's going to confront you more than you would rather.
Yeah.
But I feel as a creator on YouTube that has a Patreon, I feel like I can certainly ask that question: what's happening that's making people leave this platform for one for another? And if Bus Life NZ are angry about it, and they obviously are, they've taken the other element from it. Whereas I'm saying, this is the scenario. You guys have the best way to explain it because it's happening to you right now. Can you come on and share that with everybody so we can all learn from it? But instead, they've turned it around to, I'm really disappointed to see this. We supported you when you made a video about us before, and we pumped it out through Facebook. It's nothing about that. It's about they're going through it, and we can all understand and learn from that if they would come and help us. But
here's the thing.
Maybe CreatorCast has to go onto Patreon, and then they might come on CreatorCast.
Here's the thing I was going to say, though, about this whole thing. Danny, I know you're trying to wrap it up because Creaky just put you on blast. The thing is, though, it sounds like to me, like if they're putting videos up on Patreon, they're still using YouTube, but they're keeping the videos either private or unlisted, don't you think?
That's exactly what they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid. If somebody could find the link to the unlisted video, they could still watch it, right?
But in their defense, they're not saying we don't want you to watch our old content. They're saying we don't want anyone new to come and find us because we want our privacy. So anyone that previously had
what are you doing? Here's my thing. What are you doing on YouTube if you want to live a private life? That's bullcrap to me. If you're putting your life on YouTube, you did it because you wanted people to listen. As much as we want to pretend that it wouldn't be fun if people knew who we were because we're on YouTube, I don't have that as the main goal of what I do, but I will tell you this. You have to know going into it. People are going to find out who you are. People that already know you are going to come across either through other people or through the things that you're doing. They're going to see the things that you do. If you don't want your life out in front of everybody, don't go on YouTube. Stay off of social media. Shut up with this. I don't like that people know where I am, because that's bull crap.
It's like what I said before. It's be careful what you wish for. People are like, I want to get famous on YouTube, but once you start getting famous, even like even the lower numbers, you start seeing things that are annoying and problems that you're gonna have. And like even for me, like, you know, some companies might be trying to dictate what I post on my own personal thing, and it's like you think that it's going to be, oh, I'm famous now and all my problems are going to be resolved because everybody knows who I am. Oh, you're the YouTuber. No, it's not going to be like that. So be careful what you wish for.
The more notoriety you have.
Ooh.
Dang it, Danny. Every time you get ready to say something awesome, it's like, here's the thing. If you think that notoriety is going to make your life easier, then you're totally stupid. I mean, it will not. I mean, you might get some fun stuff that you might have access to other people or things that you didn't have in the past, but more money, more problems.
But with that said, Scotty, you can, and this is what they have done, you can say at some point, we don't want that anymore. We want to live a private life and just cut it off. But that's kind of where this gets confusing, because that's not what they said.
Then get off Patreon too.
Bingo. And that's not what's going on. And that's why the subscribers from YouTube, who I was one, feels like it's almost like saying, well, we used you for what we needed, and now that we don't need it, bam, slap you around the head. And we don't care what you say about it. And in fact, if you even make a video asking us about it, we're going to jump down your throat, which is kind of what's happening in the last 24 hours, 12 hours period. Whereas there's so much more to this that they could open up. But if they're that scared about whatever it is, then we're never really going to learn unless they explain it, or unless someone from Patreon shares what they put on Patreon. Yeah.
Creaky's right, though. You might get some free electric skateboards. That's true. Especially if you like hang out in front of Casey Neistat's 368. You might get some viewers that way. You could attack them. It's possible.
Attack them.
Attack Casey Neistat.
All right,
should we start another channel called Blue Shirt Guy, and we'll all just come on wearing blue shirts and disguise ourselves?
I think that's a good idea. Blue shirts with ASMR, right?
We should. We could call it Blue Shirt Guys, and it's every time we host it, we're all wearing blue shirts.
I like that.
And you have to have the microphone in front of your face so it hides your identity like this.
Yes.
And it's only going to be on Patreon.
Which has to be linked to an unlisted YouTube account anyway.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to hold it against these people for going over to Patreon if they want to. If they believe they can get a bunch of people to come over and pay money to see their stuff, why do I care? I don't care. Is that you don't have a problem with that, do you, Ben-On?
I only care because they haven't really given the subscribers who made them something, who made them anything. They haven't really explained why that is. They've just said, in fact, on the video that they left with, they didn't even say that we're going to be putting Patreon content. It's not till you go over to Patreon and see that, oh, we used to be YouTubers, but now we're only going to be putting content here. It's like, okay, so what about all that support I gave you over 2 years? You know, like what about all those comments and all that sharing and liking and sharing out and tweeting? Nothing, eh? Okay.
It's so funny, though, that you get everything's unlisted on YouTube, but if you go back through Bus Wife NZ's Facebook page, nothing's been unlisted there. You go through the Instagram accounts, everything's still there. You go onto the website's now the miniseries only, and everything else is just gone. But like it's like they've said, well, we're not doing this on YouTube, but everything else we're okay to leave some of it, which had pictures of the kids, pictures of where they were. Like everything is just conflicting. And I think that's what you're saying, Bannon. Just like closure. Where's
closure, exactly.
Where's the closure of, hey, we've had enough. We've had an absolute ripping time on YouTube, but now, And like just leave the content of him building the bus.
Creaky says it. He's nailed it. I need, or I want. He said I want. I say I need an explanation. He feels invested in them, and feels let down that they didn't include their viewers in their decision. Not so much in their decision, but in the reasoning and in the explanation of that decision. So this, Nick Pham says, maybe we give them the closure now. And that's what I kind of wanted to sort of somehow in 6 minutes wrap up on my live stream on Saturday, that is closure for me. Once I address that issue, succinctly, more succinctly than what we're doing now, that will be closure. But I did want them to come on to be able to say that themselves, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
But interestingly, what Mark said, they've got their documentary up on their YouTube channel still. So, I mean, the documentary tells pretty much their entire existence before YouTube, including YouTube and what they've done on YouTube. So that doesn't really sit accurately. Like, why would they leave that up there?
Yeah.
I hate when channels just up and quit. And I always think that they should have at least, like, they should warn everybody the end of the series, like the finale, you know, whatever. We have 5 more episodes left, and do it that way instead of just like, bye, we're done.
Would you believe it if somebody said they were only going to do 5 more episodes on YouTube?
Not
Oh, dang
Not if I
it,
say.
Danny.
While he's frozen, I'll also add that the funny thing about their final video, I don't know if you guys noticed, but their final video they put up, it's 4.5 or 3.5 minutes, so it's the shortest thing they've ever done. They're both wearing sunglasses, so there's no eye connection to the camera with their audience, and if they're going to try to go to Patreon to earn more money, they put in a Crowded House song, which is completely copyrighted, so they wouldn't earn any money off that final video on their YouTube channel. It's like if you're trying to earn the money, which is obviously what they're doing because they're going to Patreon and they've got their security and their privacy, then you would think that you would be authentic about the delivery of that and sit down, take your glasses off, communicate with your viewers, explain what's going on, say thank you, and see you later. But instead, it was this hidden.
Yep. But here's the thing, though: if they think they can get all their subscribers to go to Patreon to pay for content, YouTube is so big. I'll just go and watch somebody else driving around in a bus.
Yeah, there's tons of people doing this.
Yeah.
What about the outdoor man with the van?
The thing that Danny said, though, I want to go back to this. He said doing like a finale or something like that. I would think if somebody put that up, I'm so cynical, I would believe that it was clickbait. Like, you know how many people put up there, I'm quitting YouTube or stuff like that?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like Conan O'Brien when he had to leave the Tonight Show.
Right.
And he went out with a bang, in like those last few episodes and had some really funny ways to do it. I think that instead of saying, nope, they fired me, I'm done, I'm leaving, it's just better. Like if you had some episodes, I think those would probably even be the most viewed. And then even with that, be like, we'll continue this on in Patreon. We're just stopping the free stuff.
I agree. I think that's right. But that's like a different scenario in my mind. On YouTube, it's such a different, to me, YouTube is so crowded with things of people that are saying and doing things just to get clicks and views. It would be very hard for me to believe, unless I had been following somebody and I thought they were very sincere and real. Like if Casey Neistat said he was not going to do YouTube videos anymore, and hey, this is my last vlog or whatever, we already know that's not going to be true. He's come back numerous times. I think he said, I'm not going to vlog every day.
Daily vlog, yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going to start doing dailies again because I miss it. And then he's like, no, I'm having a kid. I'm not going to. I mean, that's fine. I'm not mad at the guy. But I think that people that like to do this stuff, it would be very hard. Something terrible would have to happen, I think, for most people to just be like, I'm done with this forever. I just don't think that's reality. But that's just me.
It's the children. It's the children in this case, no doubt about it. I mean, they got young kids that they're thinking of their future, probably more so than their own, which is the right thing to do as a parent. There's another element too, which I mean, Scotty, did you know that on their last video that they disabled all comments, so no one could make a comment underneath that video saying thank you, goodbye, good luck, or what's going on? No one could question what was happening because they disabled. It seems
like maybe obviously something happened that just like completely made them say that's it, we can't do this anymore. But by the way, I think you need to read the comments here, Danny. Nick Fam TV, Micah is saying they're about to announce that they're going to end theirs. Is what it sounds. That's what he sounds like he's doing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look, read it. Look, I'm about to announce that we are, and we're talking about ending channel.
Yeah, no, he's about to announce that we are buying Bus Life NZ's bus and then moving to New Zealand.
Oh, not able to have more kids. Oh, okay.
That's Micah's humor right there.
Yes. Oh. That was a little clickbait comment.
Comment bait.
I just got super triggered because I'm not able to have kids either, Nick. Thanks.
It's always
My
been
God,
hard
it's
for men
okay.
to fall pregnant though, so you're
I
not
know.
alone there, guys.
You can't come out your pee hole with a baby. That's too painful. Anyway, so
Where's the soundbite for that?
where's the soundbite for that? I don't know. Where do you think it is?
Got him.
So you could have
It
like,
doesn't matter what you think.
so you could have like toilet bowl flushing sound effects and things like that.
When it's like toilet humor, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, how about this? And before this can be the wrap of the Bus Life NZ conversation. But how about what do you think the people that contributed financially while the bus was being built? How do you think they felt when they sold the bus? Because that was kind of that was pretty rapid too. Like they just got this thing kind of finished, and they'd done the South Island, did the North Island, came back to the South Island, then they just like, we're selling the bus. It's like, wow, we all helped you put that thing together.
Yeah.
These people sound like idiots. I've never watched their videos, and I hate them. And you made me hate them.
I want
Why
to
do I
make a
hate
comment
them?
about it, but I'm afraid I'm going to turn into a robot.
No, go ahead, say it.
Yeah, Emma stopped.
I
using
think
all
that
the
they
internet.
aren't doing. No, she thinks she turned it off, which is great because it's down to two connections on Wi-Fi. I think my phone's connected to it. Anyways, gosh no. Oh, I know. I forgot what I was going to say.
We can come back to you.
Brain
I
is
would
hard.
be listen, if I was helping these people build the bus and then they sold it. First of all, there's another YouTuber that I always have a problem. I don't know. This is just me. I couldn't go on YouTube and be like, "Hey, I need money for this." That's difficult for me. I don't know if I could do that. There have been other YouTubers that have done that, and I have given to some of them if I felt like they were going to sell what you helped them get. I would be irritated. I'm just going to be real. That would irritate me.
I guess it's hit me in the last few weeks just because of me buying the van, Steve van, and then coincidentally at the same time beginning my live stream and then getting super chats whenever I talk about the van or whatever. A super chat comes in and I'm like, well, I know what I'm going to do with that money. I'm going to put it to the van because that's going to be content that people are going to link together. And then if I just turned up and went, you know what, thanks, I'm going to sell it. It just, I don't know, just
Yeah, but I think you have to realize that anybody that donates money to a YouTuber
Is an idiot.
is an idiot. Yeah,
I love you, Micah.
you have to understand.
Hey, wait
that
a minute. I've given Danny super chats too.
So is Mark. So is
Yeah,
Ben.
so have I.
Bus Life been on.
You have to understand that money's going to a charity. Like once the money's gone, it's gone. Like I understand you'd be annoyed if you gave them $500 in Patreon money and they put it towards the bus and now they've sold the bus and you feel like you've been ripped off. But I feel if you're giving them money, you're donating to them as people. Like once the money out of yours, they can do whatever they want to do with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mark
that's
almost
true.
had a little bit of a robot thing going on. There's
Oh, did I?
there's a saying that goes something like this: "Don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing." So that when you're giving something to somebody, you're giving it. There can't be strings
Yeah,
attached to it.
I
If you're
guess we-
expecting something out of it, then you're going to be disappointed.
With Bus Life NZ though, is there a slight difference there because the whole channel premise was building the bus? So it's not like they weren't vlogging, they weren't showing us New Zealand. They were specifically renovating a bus to live in.
Did
and
they
that's-
solicit? Did they solicit the money? Did
Oh,
they
no,
say,
well,
"Hey,
no-
we
no-
need money"?
No more than any other YouTuber would do. If you like what we're doing, you want to contribute, you can go over to our Patreon. There's nothing.
Okay.
There's no drama with that. I'm just saying that the whole idea of the channel was to do this bus,
Yeah.
and then they sold it. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
I've
No
got no
super
problem
chats, buddy.
with people contributing financially to a channel. I mean, it's just as much of a valid career as any other career out there.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-oh, Danny's laughing. Did you remember what you were going to ask now?
No, I wasn't going to ask anything. I had a really good point to make and I forgot. Yeah.
There was actually a comment on CreatorCast's stream last night that actually intrigued me, and that was the fact that possibly has anyone thought that this bus isn't up to code, and therefore they took all the videos down to hide that. Because if you're selling something in Australia and it doesn't have your gas certificates, electrical certificates, a building certificate that it was done properly, and it's not up to an Australian driving safety standard, then you cannot sell that bus.
Wow.
So
Interesting. Can
who
you
was
hit that? Wow. You got a
Wow.
wow soundbite?
I don't.
Wow.
I just have.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's
Okay.
it. That's as close as we can get.
That
Or
is a very good point, Mark. I did not think of that.
Someone said that last night. I can't remember who it was.
Certainly a worthy
Adelaide
question to
Crows or
raise.
someone like that that might have just said, "Hang on a minute, but what about if
That's
it's
a very good
a?"
point.
And that got me thinking, like from a mechanical standpoint. If you didn't know, I'm a mechanic by trade. Don't do it anymore because I hate it. But that's a very good point.
Can you help
If
me fix an alternator?
Tim brought it up.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll put some new brushes in it for you.
That's it looks pretty tricky actually to get to. That's the only thing to get that thing out.
Oh, I only work on Toyotas.
I guess to answer your question though, Mark, I guess the new owner, the new happy owner of that bus, will find that out pretty quickly, right?
they will.
Because it has been sold already. So
Oh, I was gonna say maybe when they went on that TV show, they're probably surrounded by all these different personalities, people like that. Maybe they gave them bad advice. Was I a robot there, or
A little bit, but you
we
came
got
through.
you.
It's okay. We got you.
It's so good.
like maybe they gave them that advice on a TV kind of level where it's like you should be making way more money for what you're doing, and just kind of gave them this advice that wouldn't really work for YouTubers with under 50,000 subscribers. Can you imagine that?
There's just so many angles to this story. I mean, who knows that the miniseries didn't come out and something that they didn't realize that they signed meant that they had no ownership of any of the content that they'd done up until that point.
Where's Ian
Dude,
Corzine? We need
dude.
Ian on here.
you've got this is
Viva
awesome,
Fry.
Mark. You're really thinking deeper here. This is great. You should have done this on your live stream. This is
I'm going way deep.
yeah. Maybe they did maybe they signed something and they gave away the rights or some. Yeah, that's
Maybe this whole thing is just to get us to talk about it for a half hour and promote it.
maybe they'll come back and they'll be like, all the algorithms will kick in their favor because there's so much conversation about them outside of their own channel, and they'll go from 50,000 to 100,000.
Creaky.
What's Creaky said?
Do you guys have that problem? Do they smuggle people from New Zealand to Australia?
No, because there's no border aside from the Pacific Ocean, but it's free to come and go, just like it is for Tasmanians to.
Does
the
their
mainland.
bus? Can their bus go on water? Can it go? Does it float?
No,
I don't know. That wouldn't be up to code, surely.
Okay.
Put little boat floaties around the outside.
Like the duck
Creaky.
one, heaviest vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
funny.
I mean, this is a good conversation because not only have we, we've given my live stream a dry or a wet run rehearsal.
Oh, nice.
We also
Wet.
we've come up with a
no
few
such
other
thing.
possible solutions.
I just think I think it's such a broad conversation, and I think that it all boils down to closure. I think, Bannon. I think because there was just literally no, hey guys, this is what's happening. We're sorry, but we're going to have to pull everything for this specific reason. We might see you in the future. We may not. Whatever. See you later. And like you said, they just kind of went, oh, see you. We might see you soon. We might not. Jump over to Patreon. Watch our mini series.
Yeah.
And I think what you're struggling with, and what I'm feeling you're struggling with most, is that closure.
Yeah.
What if they sold the movie rights to Will Smith? Maybe that's what it is.
As long as he doesn't jump with it.
The movie right to the bus.
Can you imagine Will Smith on the bus playing the character? It'd be great, man. He's a good actor. He could do a good job on that.
He could reinvent the movie Speed with Sandra Bullock with their bus.
That would be awesome. Yes. So when you guys watch movies like that and the steering wheel's on the other side, does it make you angry the whole movie?
As long as you've got a steering wheel, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Scott, when they watch movies from America and Australia and New Zealand, they actually flip the image.
That's when it goes through the sensors to get to the Australian audiences. They got to flip it.
You're not triggered.
It's only the internals of the car though, so the other guy that does it has to flip everything back on the outside so that everything still lines up.
That's why a movie takes 2 years extra to get to Australia, because of all the CGI work.
Some dude sitting there doing all the deep etching on every single frame.
Is this another like legislative thing that happens in Australia? Like when you guys are talking about how their bus night might not be up to code and all this stuff, and you're listing all these things, is this just another piece of red tape you have to go through
Absolutely.
in the movie industry?
Yep.
Yep.
Why is there so much? There's a good topic someday. Why is there so much red tape in Australia? What's going on with that?
They
We
don't
got it
kill each
cheap.
other with guns as much though.
No, you can't. There's not as many guns. That's true.
It's because
Man,
it's
we-
'cause we're
internet sucks.
English.
The internet.
Yeah, the internet sucks. You guys all talk about that, man, dude.
I don't get it. I don't get this thing. When I do a speed test, it rocks, but it's just not holding up. And
Are you with Speedify at the moment, Danny, or are you
No,
just doing that? Yeah, okay.
using this.
So you haven't got Wi-Fi there at all. You've just got
No,
that.
we don't have Wi-Fi at the beach house.
Okay.
'Cause people aren't here that often. So
Yeah, okay.
That's probably why. It's Optus.
I feel like you should put that thing as high up in the house as you possibly can, like up in the ceiling or outside.
well,
Up in a tree.
When I did the GoPro stream, I mean, it was fine, and that's what I was using for this.
That's 'cause
So-
you're outside.
I'm outside right now.
Are you really?
Ben, on you got to read the
Oh, wow.
comments.
Okay, fair call. I'll stand corrected.
Yeah, but you've probably got a roof with metal trusses.
Hey, I trust that you're right.
Just stood corrected.
It says, "Are you reading the comments, Ben? On
No, I've stopped it. Should we go 30 minutes? Should we go for an hour and 30? Keep going. Save
No, it
some
says,
bus talk
oh,
for me.
I'm
read
gonna-
Creaky.
My camera's off again. Yep.
Read Creaky's.
Benon's German brain can't deal with unresolved story loops. Well, it can deal with it, but does it enjoy it? No, it doesn't enjoy it.
9.
9. It does not. I'm not on the internet, so Danny's gone off to try to find more internet.
Yeah, Robert. Robert Muller, what you said way back up in the chat, it was.
Oh my gosh.
It was Tim Arskog that said it.
Okay.
Yeah, so cool.
Say that guy's last name again. Did you say
Arskog.
Asgod?
No, Arskog.
Ascog.
Arskog?
I thought you said Asgod, and I was like, why?
Actually, you know what
Why?
we should be. You know
Why
what we
not?
should do. Tim Arskog is the big private detective on all of us. He seems to know everything about everybody.
When did that come out, by the way? When did that little bit of information come to light?
Yeah, about a week ago, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe you should do some sleuthing, Tim, and report back with what you find. You know, like you've got all that sort of.
I don't think he's watching.
Does Tim make videos?
No,
No, he just watches our content.
He just watches and comments. Okay.
I feel like he could be the one to sort of. Actually, no, I don't want to be the
Well,
one.
I
that
mean,
puts
wasn't
the
Creaky
dog-
wasn't Creaky a reporter for crying out loud? Why can't he do it?
Is that a TV
Because he
show?
wrote up the top that he doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't care. That's true. It has to be something he cares about.
But it's valid
That's
because
fair
if you
enough.
haven't invested time in a channel and you don't really care about what we're talking about, that's a
Oh, he's
valid
there.
comment.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there.
We
Arskog.
Ariskog. Is that how you say it?
Ariskog.
Ariskog.
What's the place that Thor is from?
Thor.
Yeah.
Queensland. Was he Brisbane boy, wasn't he?
No, not like the
The real Thor?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Was that Scotty or Danny?
Yeah, that's me. I'm making fun of Danny's. No,
Okay,
he's
look
talking.
over here. Look over here. So I put the Optus thing out there, right there.
I'd go and get a bit of string from the kitchen. I'd tie it. I'd tie it to a rock.
You got a cubby house you can sit in the tree house or something?
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
I mean, I could do a J stream. Hold on.
Oh, and don't go outside. It'll be windy. Jake. Welcome to Creatica. Market. Jake.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right.
That was
So,
like last night's stream.
A lot.
Did you do it again last night?
Well, it was rain last night, to be fair. It wasn't wind.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
this
we
better?
we just got to get fire and we just got to get earth and water.
Captain
Oh,
Planet.
It's Swedish.
lost the plot.
Oh, Danny, we can hear little birds and stuff now, right?
This is like nature outdoors now.
Yeah, at this point, I do think if we try really hard, we could go another 24 minutes. We could make it an hour and a half. We could do it. We got to come up with another topic, though, because the Benon really kept us going with the bus life NZ.
Yeah, but I feel like we've taken all his information for Saturday.
no,
That's okay. I've got a different audience anyway on my channel. A lot of other crew come on, so
Yeah, it'll be okay.
What is
Oh
that?
God, what the heck?
Sounds like you're next to a water fountain.
yeah.
Terrible. What is happening?
The soothing sounds of North Queensland.
Don't tell him
What's going on?
He'll have to close his YouTube channel, dude.
Don't tell him where he is. Well, he's actually not North Queensland. He's more South Queensland if you look at the
Yeah,
coast.
I was going to say
Central.
northern New South Wales, but he's
Actually, more south. Yeah.
yeah.
More south. All right.
Geographically. Maybe we should get Scott to host. He's got cool internet.
I don't have as good of internet as I had when I lived in South Carolina, though.
That was quite
That
the
was
blow.
great. That was super fast. This is a little slower here.
You had almost gigabit back then, weren't you? Before
Yeah, I had like 750 down, 800 up. So really
How
close.
do you have more up than down?
Yeah, I don't know. It was faster up than it was down.
that's what you want.
Is
Hey,
that a
happy
snake?
Canadians here.
Hey, happy Canadian!
Hey.
Hashtag tech is hard.
Live stream go.
We heard you had a hard one, a rough one.
A
what
wet
I'll
run.
just correct myself.
Hard
there.
wet run.
He had a really hard wet run.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Why don't you have a soundbite of that?
After what we said, like ours
I
is
know, I need that. Wouldn't that be great if I had that one?
Hey, Fatty!
That would be perfect. You know, we should. You guys, Ben, you need to go check this guy. There goes whose camera just cut out. Oh, Danny. Oh, there he is.
Oh, hi,
Ben,
Danny.
you need to check this guy's YouTube channel out. I think you would be fascinated by it.
Who's
It's
that?
called the Snake Diet. Okay,
Snake Diet. Okay.
the Snake Diet. The guy's name is Cole Robinson. I think it's Cole Robinson, and he is the. This is where I got the drop from.
Hey, Fatty!
He's a Canadian guy that is teaches people to lose weight through fasting. Like we're talking long fasts.
Okay.
And he's really I think you would find him very interesting. I would
Cool.
like your take on it. He's very intense and swears like a sailor. He was on a talk show here in the United States called The Doctors. It's like a daytime talk show, and it's all these doctors, obviously, and they
Really?
the Happy Canadian. The channel name is the Snake Diet, and it's all these people who just go on these prolonged fasts and they drink this stuff called snake juice. It's basically just electrolyte water. You make your own electrolytes with salts, and they lose huge amounts of weight, like massive amounts of weight.
You can definitely lose weight by fasting and doing exercise, no doubt about that. But I don't know how long you should do it for. Like, I don't know if it's just sustainable. And that's my summary of the keto diet as well. I feel like it certainly works, but is it so healthy long term? How are you going with it, Scotty? Are you still on it?
Listen, here's the truth. With the keto thing, I ran into a lot of problems just with my digestive system, so I stopped doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I didn't watch the video, but you said you ended up getting like kidney stones, right?
The formations of kidney stones. Yep.
Lord help
I thought
us.
you said in the video but on the video.
What's that, robot?
We lost you right at the crucial point there.
I'm just literally playing a game because this is just too annoying for me to sit back and talk.
Why?
Because the internet sucks for some reason, even though all the proper signs point to it being really good.
Someone give Happy Canadian a blue wrench.
I think everybody gets them, don't they?
Danny can do that. He's not using his internet for anything else. One thing I'll say about fasting as well as the keto diet. This is a strange thing to sort of come across, but if you put less food into your body, which is what you do when you fast,
Yeah.
your body makes less sounds and movements. So like if you eat like a massive spaghetti bolognese or a lasagna or something, and then you watch a movie and you go to bed, you'll hear it. All that stuff happens.
Is that what I sound like when I talk on this?
Yeah, it sounds like Danny and his bad internet.
Actually, when you just said that, you were the clearest I think you've been during the whole show.
The irony.
You, Danny.
But when you're fasting, everything's just dead quiet. Like I was laying in bed and I was hearing like just noises from outside, and I wasn't hearing anything from my body, like no digestive gurgles or anything. It was like,
That's the complete opposite for me.
are you awake down there? Are you still doing things in there?
Yeah.
Complete opposite. If
bizarre.
I don't eat, my insides are trying to eat me.
You've got to get past that phase though, because you'll definitely get to that point where you start to feel like it's burning on the inside and it hurts. But if you go like I did 3.5 weeks where I only ate breakfast, and I ate breakfast at like 11 a.m. and then I had dinner at like 5 a.m. and then I didn't eat anything outside of those other times. Nothing, not even a snack. All I did was smash the water, and your body just goes, "All right, I'm going on a holiday for a while as well." Then
That's part of the reason that fasting is so good for you, is it gives your body a chance to repair itself. It gives it time to rest, is part of the reason people go into fasting. But once you, if you actually wanted to do a real fast and you got past the 24-hour mark, once you get into the 24 or 36 hours, you won't have hunger pains anymore. It'll just go away. And if they do happen, what ends up happening is if you eat on a routine schedule, like if you're a person that, Creaky's saying fasting is not healthy. That is
I like what Creaky was talking about with the subscribers and the bots. I feel like
it does not make you store fat. You use fat because you go into ketosis when you're fasting. You go straight into ketosis after 48 hours of fasting.
Can I field that one, Scotty?
Yeah.
Creaky, fasting is healthy because every single time you eat, your body starts generating insulin. And that's how your body generates fat, by converting insulin from into stored fat. So if you fast and you're not creating the insulin, you're burning the internal fat that you've already stored. It's
There's so much research on fasting, on the benefits of fasting. So, I mean, you can, anyway, the whole point is once you get into going into multi-day fasts, the hunger pains usually go away, unless you're somebody that eats like lunch at noon every day. Usually around noon, your body's expecting it for a little while and you'll be like, oh man, I feel hungry.
Yeah, and you can get past that. And by the way, Danny, your headroom is just on point right there. Perfect. Look at his headroom.
Emma's nailed it.
For anything else.
We'll jump back onto Creaky's comments, but just there's one there from the Happy Canadian. He forgot to mention in his live stream today that he had a great dream. He was in Australia. Myself and I was in it with him. We were drinking home brews, and Danny, you were teaching him the guitar. That's awesome, man. That could happen someday. You know, it's only a small world. Let's make that happen at some point.
Nick for him.
Eat less, move more. Bam, damn straight, Emma. That's the only way to lose weight. Eat less, move more.
What about when you're a huge fat guy?
Yeah, but moving is just moving.
So like this.
Go in the pool. Get in the pool.
Get in the pool. Less resistance, easier workout.
Better for your.
You know what's even more fun when you jump in a pool is to listen to all the people. You splash all the water out there, like, hey, Daddy! And you get sad and you go home.
So that's what Creaky's asked about. Something I don't really know too much about. The YouTube accounts being created in India, they're auto-subscribed to the T-Series channel.
Can I just ask? I'm with you. I'm a dunderhead when it comes to this sort of thing. I don't give a rat's these two pipping off against each other to get to what? What are they trying to achieve?
Because they're trying to be the most subscribed channel over PewDiePie.
Oh, I feel like content should win. Like PewDiePie's content's better than T-Series content.
T-Series is a group of people. It's not just them. But at the same time, have you seen YouTube movies?
No. What do you mean?
So they're selling movies now on YouTube, and they even have free ones. Their channel has 70 million subscribers.
Okay.
Was that a robot?
No. We're just looking at Bennon's belly.
I just got up because my light was flickering. Sorry.
You're so shocked at what I had to say.
Emma, that is why it's called breakfast, because it's when you break your fast. That's correct.
Yeah. So they have 70 million subscribers. So why? So they're the biggest channel on internet then?
Because PewDiePie is at 71, I think.
Oh, okay.
I love that he still keeps getting subscribers. That makes me happy.
Yeah, but no one watches his vids anymore, do they?
I'm not a regular watcher.
But I do every once in a while.
I can't stand him.
Who?
What?
PewDiePie. Can't stand him.
Oh, wow. I thought you'd be right into it. That's strange.
Tell us why.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that the cool thing about YouTube? You'd assume that Mark would like PewDiePie just because of how Mark interacts on YouTube, but he can't stand him, hates him. I think that's the best thing about YouTube.
Yeah. I think lately he's a lot better than what he was to begin with, but
maybe I should give him another go. It was probably been 4 years since I tried it.
He's changed so much.
I want to know what you think, Mark. Tell us what you think.
Oh, I just couldn't stand his
matter what you think.
Oh, whoops! My camera shut off.
You can call it that.
Sparky and Eliza, welcome to the chat. It's a new name there we haven't seen before.
Hey, hi. They need a blue
Oh, hey.
wrench.
Come on down.
Yeah, and I just didn't like who he was, who he was portraying that he was, the way he went about his content. That's I just and like for me, if I don't enjoy content, I don't watch. Which is why I'm not going to watch this back. Because oh, that shut the conversation down.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was just kidding. That's like a PewDiePie joke right there. You know?
He would say something similar to that.
Maybe I'd like it. Maybe we'd be real good mates.
He was a I mean, I don't know too much about the guy's history, but he was a gamer originally, right? Like, yeah, and I can understand that's not for everybody, and I've never watched any of that crap from him either. But the stuff that he's been doing, say in the last 2 to 3 years, I go and check it out every now and then. I'm not subscribed to him, but
he's the YouTube equivalent of a comedian on YouTube. Really? I mean, that's what he's doing, basically. What is happening? You're about to run out of battery, dude.
Running out of battery. Hang on. Oh. I'm going to have to switch. We've been talking for way too long.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a 30-minute stream, and now it's been 31 minutes.
Let's do a 12-hour stream.
We have 12 minutes left.
Yeah.
12 minutes left, Danny.
I think if I leave, you guys still works for you.
Yeah, but then how do we turn off the? How do we get rid of the stream?
You never do. It's 12 hours. I'll get back on.
Danny will throw his internet thing in the pool.
About to
see if it works. See if the Wi-Fi works underwater.
I could have brought the wife. I could put it in a plastic bag and take it underwater.
See if it works.
Don't do that.
No, do it. Do it now. Take it to the beach and do it now.
Do it. He'll pretend he's going to do it, and then
I can't.
Oh, that's we're at it, son. Oh no, he's gone too now.
Every time he gets ready to say something, you guys talk over him, and then he turns into a robot. Go ahead. We'll give you the floor. Go.
Robot does not compute. I just can't believe that you didn't think that I really threw it in the pool. It hurts my feelings.
It's because you've cried wolf so many times.
No.
Candy Crush.
No, I never cried wolf on Candy Crush.
Listen, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you.
I never cried wolf on doing the trapeze. I totally did that.
Yes, you did. That's what I'm talking about.
There is no proof. Show me the proof.
Here's the proof. I was watching that thing, and I watched that live, and then I was like, as soon as I saw you, like, oh yeah, hold on to this for a second, and there's like this little noise. It made it sound like you were like changing and stuff, and I was like, nope, that's not you.
It was.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Just look. We're all being honest here. It was not you, right?
Your wife just spilled the beans. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. I know.
No, your internet went out. She's about to say he didn't lie. The internet cut out for her.
You just got called out. Man, she turned on you quickly.
Where's the loyalty, Em? Where is the loyalty?
And now she's taking all the internet again. So robot's back.
Why you're having trouble? She's back up.
He took it off, and it still did that. It still had problems, but she's on her. Hey, you want to do a Hulu for us?
Hey, Emma, Hip Hoop Hooray is going to be on Hey We're Talking also next week.
What about me?
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Robot won't work very well.
So it's been on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
Australians on for the other 2 days of the week. Tuesday, Thursday is Australia Day in America.
I feel like you should have a guest every week at least. One of the shows. Yeah, one of the shows. Store them up, put them in the bank, and have them ready to roll. One per week should be a guest, and the rest should be you three yahoos.
Okay.
Nope. But every time I come on your stream, I don't want my name there. I want USAUS for USA and AUS for Australia. That's what I want.
Okay.
USA.
I don't want my name. I'm trying to protect myself.
What angle you got going on there, Danny?
An angel.
What do you?
It's a great angel.
I feel like the robot is God when I held my computer up really high.
You're holding your computer up like that and the modem at the same time?
No, modem is sitting on the ground.
Wow.
Modem is sitting in his crotch.
I put the modem in the pool. It's using the water in the pool as a conducting
Agent.
You know what
Yeah.
you might need, Danny? You might need to get a MIMO antenna.
sorry,
Oh,
everyone?
the
The
Mimo.
one I got, yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Ben had to bring it up.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Nope,
that
I
was
don't
the
know.
worst one yet. That
Yeah,
was the
a
worst
really
one yet.
bad one.
Put it back up here.
This is so sad. So seriously, why do you guys have such crap internet in Australia? What's the deal? Is it because
Who
you
wants-
run by
who
the
wants to
government?
start?
That way?
Who wants to start?
Mark, you
Ben-
take it.
Always
Mark,
bad.
take it. Hey, I've got 100 down and 40 up or 30 up. I've got good internet.
Yeah.
Why aren't you hosting this?
Okay, we'll shut it down. And
Danny's
let me
little
just get my lens cap.
that little puck is probably like burning right now. It's so hot, isn't it? How hot is it?
It's actually great. If you must know,
Oh, no. It just lost it right as you said the number.
So
I didn't
bad.
say the number. I didn't say it.
Hey, he paused. Go ahead.
I paused. I paused for effect. It is 23 degrees Celsius, which means.
Is it three times plus a little bit, or just under 3 times?
Oh gosh.
It's about 80 degrees. 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3 times plus a little bit.
Wait, no. It's no, because 25 degrees is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's probably 74. That can't be right.
I don't know. Ask
Oh,
me.
You know
was.
what? Warren's comment just then,
Yeah.
like, it's such a good comment. You take it, Benin.
I was going to say, you leaving China at that point. That's kind of, that sucks. But, yeah, the internet wasn't that great there. Everything's blocked, as everyone knows. The Great Wall of China, the Great Internet Wall of China.
Mm-hmm.
You got to run everything through a VPN.
They
You gotta
monitor
use
everything.
WeChat. You can't
Why
use
does it suck
anything.
that he's leaving, Ben?
What's that?
Why does it suck that he's leaving at that time?
Just I've enjoyed watching him over there. Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know if we can even.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go to his channel. I don't think I've ever gone to his channel before.
No. I just mean the Jed board updates. That's all.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Happy Canadian. Is your internet in Canada run by the government, or is it like just like capitalistic? Can you just buy the fastest internet you can get? That's the next question I have. And then I don't know.
Scotty D asking the hard questions.
I'm trying to figure out what is this? Who took over from Aussie contractors and they don't really know how to maintain it? Okay.
Are you looking at the NBN?
Yeah.
Basically, the government said, we're going to give you this, and then it was too hard, and then Benin didn't get it.
Not
And
not just
uncomplained
me.
so much that they gave up.
Most of the country didn't get it, and the part of the country that did get it got it first, and they got fiber to the home, and then the rest of the country, they realized that it's going to be a hard, expensive job, and they went, we're going to give you mixed technology, so you're not
Fiber
going to
to
get
a
fiber
node.
to your home, you're going to get fiber to a point, and that's going to be shared between your whole community, and the further away from that point you are, the worse your internet will be, and we don't care, that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
And not only that, but a lot of communities aren't getting it until 2020, including Culborough Beach. Which is why I've got to use mobile data, which why I've got a MIMO antenna on my ceiling using the same modem Danny has. And today it's blowing a westerly wind, so the wind's coming across the country, and it's coming from the tower, and I'm getting 180 down and 40 up or something.
So
Why aren't
Ben
you
was-
hosting?
That's better than me. This I thought you were making a joke, like making fun of Mimo, the software that we use.
Antenna is
Yeah,
Real antenna
that
called
was
Mimo.
that was really funny that we had all this MIMO and OBS discussion back and forward, and then it got to a point where it was like, I'm dreaming about it, so let's stop this conversation. And then I get this antenna. I go to research how do I get a better mobile broadband connection? Oh, you got to get this antenna, and I'm kid you not, it's called a MIMO antenna. I was like,
After all that, you're just like,
Okay.
You know,
sobbing in a corner, nightmares.
And I was like, I was like, I know I've told you boys, can we just kind of tone it down a bit? But I was like, I've got to bring it back up because this is too good. Hey, I've got to bring it back up.
Oh, now that you've brought it up again. No.
How did that work out for us today?
Yeah,
by the way?
well, we do know the problem, though. I guess if it's
Yeah.
doing this on Hangouts, at least it's not doing it for everybody in the chat.
I
mean,
feel like
my
once I get my fresh batch of 230 gig of data, I can host these from my end, and I'll run it through OBS because I'm still using it. And I feel like with that data and this connection, we should be able to do better quality than the Google Hangouts.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
confused. I'm gonna look at my speed test here.
Sure.
Okay.
Speedtest.net.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to do is you and that cat.
Yes. So my ping is at 74, which is not good, right?
That's a slow ping, yeah.
Scott.
The problem is Bus Life NZ. Nick fan
Coffee.
to bring it all back to the start.
Speaking of Makona coffee,
Yeah.
so I'm 90 down, 35 up.
Oh,
I'm-
are we all measuring? Let me
Let's
see.
do it. Screen share that sucker.
How big are you? I'm 28.
Can
I'm
I?
28 down, and I'm 9 up.
Can I?
So why am I having problems?
Because it's Optus.
362 down.
362 down.
And
It is.
55 up.
Oh, that's right. I can screen
That's
share
great. That's
screen one. I'll have to do it on this one over here.
so is it? I'm confused now because why would I be having all these problems?
What was your speed again? Sorry, Danny.
It from right here, it's 28 down, 9 up.
Yeah, that should be fine, hey.
From the house back in Brisbane, it's 20 down, 5, like under 5 up.
Oh, computers
Doesn't
having
have the signal going in and out.
Check that out.
At this point in the stream, we're just hanging out
Read it and weep.
and measuring our speeds.
But see, they're all false tests anyway, because I just did a test on my Mac and I'm getting 60 down, 23 up. And I tested it on my phone and I'm getting 90 down, 40 up. Come on.
but no.
Come on, Google.
That's because the Wi-Fi antennas in the phone are different to the Wi-Fi antennas in your MacBook.
Oh, okay.
Go to speedtest.net if you want to check yours. Let us know what you guys have right
I was
now.
just using the Ookla speed test.
You know, that's not a good one. Just go to Google and type in speed test.
Yeah, that's what I did for the one. So I was
Or
getting
just type
60.
in fast.com.
Fast.
Huh?
Does it
Yep.
stop eating fast?
No, do it. Fast.com.
It's working. I'm a robot again.
Fast.com.
Benon, you've got an email coming to you about details for internet connection improvement.
I do?
Yeah.
How do you know
60,
that?
77.
Tim Eriskog from the Swedish said at Benon. He's
80.
Yeah.
Mine's 80, Bannon, from that fast.com. That's awesome.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
never heard that one.
Mine's
Just email
20.
that person I gave you the details about for internet connection improvement. He's not out to sell you gear, just to advise you. Oh, I know what he's talking about. This is a few weeks ago. Yeah, he knows a guy who worked with Optus, and yeah. But I mean, I've already done everything I can, Tim. Like I've got the antenna up there. It's on the wrong side of the roof. It's got
Oh, you haven't swapped that yet?
no, because it's still coming through my door, and it's not a permanent. It's a jerry rig at the moment. But yeah,
So fast.com said that I got 46 up and 12 up megabytes down, and it says 46 megasecond or whatever millisecond. I don't know. Latency.
so your ping is 36, and it was 27, 46. That's not too. I mean, it's slow, but it's not too bad.
It's 20 down and it's 12 up though.
See that should be fine. I don't know.
Here's what
Is
I
that
got.
Is that what you've got? Oh, Scott, why aren't you hosting everything of all of everything?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's incredible.
Can you actually like run a cable to my house from your internet? I'd love that sort of speed.
How do I get rid of this?
Thanks for screen sharing me.
Password for your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Micah, no, we don't have the satellite dishes because we're not using satellite internet. We're using mobile broadband internet, so cellular data from the
Satellite
mobile
internet
phone towers.
Sucks. That's almost as bad as DSL. I think it might be worse. The satellite internet. That's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. We don't want that. But that's what a lot of Australia's got. You know, that's all that they can get.
What? How is that even possible?
Kangaroos, wallabies, meat pies, Bondi Beach.
What's the holdup?
G'day.
I'm just going to say good things about Australia.
Turn this thing off and turn it back on.
Beaches.
That'll work.
Beaches,
Try
endless
it.
sunshine, affordable housing,
All right, I hope I don't lose everybody.
Healthcare.
Yeah.
coastal living.
Are these things actually true, or is that just you're trying to pretend it's that good?
We've talked so much bad shit about the internet. Let's at least say some good stuff now.
Is it really? Is housing really affordable for
Nah,
real?
well, in certain cities, like forget about Sydney. Sydney's gone.
Hobart's
Okay.
off the charts now. You can't afford there either.
Hobart, really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They reckon it's the highest.
What's the median kind of price for a home? Like if you're married and have a couple of kids, what's it cost to get a house?
In Hobart, probably 6 now.
Six what?
600,000 Australian.
That's insane.
Yeah.
My house was just over $200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have a guy with a gun.
I can't. Yeah, I can actually have a gun too. On top of that, so I can.
I've got to register my boomerang now.
I wonder how long until that becomes culturally inappropriate to make a joke about a boomerang. Too much.
Sure, it will happen soon. Yeah, that sounds like you don't have affordable housing, and then you have.
But there are areas like in Hobart where you can buy a house for under 100 grand.
You have what is it? A crap house though? Is it like a shack? Yeah, you don't want
It's just an area that you have to lock your doors as you drive through.
like Creaky saying
Where would that be located?
$7,000 for
Where? In Hobart?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. And do you also have
Gagebrook.
free healthcare?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
free healthcare for everybody. So
Free.
No,
well,
it's
you
free.
pay a tax for it. It's very little.
What's a little?
Oh, it's like a small percent. What is it? Have your taxes at like 5% or something, Mark?
I have no idea.
The Medicare levy, it's like 5%, might be 8% of your taxable income.
Okay, that's not
Something like
bad.
that.
But for
It's
the majority of Australia, they're under the taxable income threshold anyway, so it's all free.
Oh,
But
so
you can, like, if you feel sick, like when I started getting the kidney stone issue, I went straight to the doctor and, didn't hesitate because it could have been something
you
else.
get right in.
Yeah, you just turn up.
That's it. You just walk up and they say, "Hey,
Yep.
Yeah,
just
you
walk
have-
into
yeah.
an emergency department and just get in line.
that's
You
nice."
have a card, like it's called a Medicare card. Everyone gets one in the country. It kind of looks like this. I'll just flash it because there are numbers on here, but I'll just run it past. But it looks kind of like that.
Ching ching.
And you just present that and you're good to go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
is
But there
good.
could be a snake waiting for you as you walk outside. So that's why they do that. Because if the snake bites you, you're right next to the hospital. You can get sorted out straight away.
You have had a lot of snakes, man.
Has anyone noticed that Danny's gone?
No, he keeps trying to come back in. It says Creator Cast. Nope, then he keeps dropping in.
No, he's done. He's done. He's cooked.
Hey,
No.
I know you're still playing in the chat. I want to talk to you about that cell thing you said for a battery of a van. So, yeah. We'll talk about that another time, though.
What are you talking about?
Just a
Battery for
little
van?
private conversation there.
He's having his own.
You're talking like mega off-grid setups.
Yeah. The same cells that they. Well, actually, I don't want to say too much till it gets released. But yeah, he's mentioned that he could jerry rig my van with a cell. That would be very handy.
Nice.
Danny Black's done something. Is someone else hosting this?
Well, we must be because he's.
No, you are, dude.
right there. Look, it says X here is Danny Black. He's there.
What's going on?
He's sending us a message. Yeah, he sent us a message.
What did he say?
Is one of you guys officially hosting this now? It doesn't seem like it. Seems like you are.
How does he? I don't think we can stop unless we stop the chat.
No, now we can't leave. Dan, we're stuck here for the whole entire night. We can't leave the channel. We can't just leave it hanging. 90-minute Creaky, we have blown through the 90-minute. We're coming up on an hour and 45 here.
This was I remember in the first 5 minutes, Danny saying this is a half an hour only.
Yes,
we are not doing any more than half an hour, and that was a long time ago.
My point, Danny says something and then he doesn't do it.
He's been proven out. He's been caught out there.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, well, what do you think we should wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
While
Danny's not here.
Yeah. We'll end it.
Our cameras for some reason, he just told us. I don't know what that means.
He says he can't see any of our
It's stuck on Mark.
Yeah.
We only have Mark.
Oh, really?
Has it been on Mark the whole time?
Apparently.
Oh, wow.
All that time it's been stuck on Mark. That's great.
That's
Well, Mark, in that sense, Mark, you should end it.
I should end it. Well, thanks for watching, everybody that's jumped on. Thanks to those in the chat. Let me just go and do a quick little say goodbye. Warren, Creaky, Happy Canadian. They're the ones that are just commenting in the last little bit. Nick, Fam. Thanks, Benon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scotty, for jumping on.
Of course.
Thanks to Danny Black for the 2 accounts and the Creator Cast. Play that soundbite one last time for us.
Daddy!
It says only audio switching, so they can't see us at the bottom either.
They can't see you at the bottom.
That's awesome.
Mark, that's awesome. That's
Perfect
good.
stream ending.
That's awesome. Well, we'll just do Techie's Hard, and I'll just stop the stream well. Now, doesn't Danny have to stop the stream?
What if we all just drop out?
Yeah.
I feel like you could just quit Chrome and it'd be all over.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should probably just do that.
Oh, hang on, Jay's joining us. Electric skateboards. Classic.
It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Okay.
Who wants coffee? Coffee? Anybody? I'm making the coffee.
Yes. Yes. Yes.